Now we are studying ratio analysis, and before going further and studying further, we need to have the limitations and benefits of ratio analysis. This is also important. The reason is these questions are directly asked in exams. So let's study the benefits first. The first benefit, they say that user can compare ratios over time and identify trends like year 1, year 2, or first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So they can compare these data and they can go ahead with the decisions. Then users can compare results with similar business. Means first one is intra business. First point is about intra business comparison, whereas the second is inter business comparison. That means you're comparing one business of the same sector or same industry to the other business of the same industry. So you can compare those because the ratios are same, the fundamental is same. So that fundamental means the formula is same. So that will give you idea that you are doing better or you are not doing better. So user can easily identify important information such as profitability and liquidity without having to look at all the financial statement. You're not supposed to read whole profit and loss account or income statement or position statement, this and that. No need. If you read these ratios, gross profit ratio, net profit ratio, liquidity ratios, this current asset ratio and quick asset ratio, so you will get fair idea. Means there is no need to spend time in looking here and there about all financial statement and income statement. As you can see that benefits are there, so therefore there will be some limitations also. Let's see the limitations. The limitations says that these ratios actually compares the data from past record, right? This gross profit ratio or profit margin ratio, this will be calculated from the past record. Current asset ratio or capital employed, return on capital employed. But the problem is that investor or stakeholder, all the people, they want to know the future, what decision to be taken in the future. So that is the biggest challenge. Financial statement does not include all the strengths and weaknesses of businesses. For example, quality and skill of employees. Like it is not always your assets, liabilities and all that which actually matters. There are many things other than these are also important, which they are talking here is about quality and skill of employees, your training, their motivation, your attachment with the workers. So that is very important and that plays important role. You can't ignore that. So income statement and statement of financial position are not always prepared in the same way by different businesses. Yes, it is possible that they might change certain definitions, certain characteristics, and that will distort the whole output, whole ratio, whole result, and you will not get actual result, will not be able to compare them completely. So we shall move to the next point, which is business are affected by external factors. Actually what happened, I admit that it is as per the people do as per the plan and it's okay, but you can't deny the fact that business actually are challenged by unforeseen events, unforeseen situations. So in paper, in planning, in analyzing, it's okay, but in reality, the challenges are never thought of. It can be your elections, it can be change in exchange rates, they can be economic factor, they can be social factor, they can be legal factor, they can be many things. So like this ratio analysis never guarantees that you are worry less and enjoy yourself. So students, now we are going to understand about this ratio and usefulness of this ratio, and how do these stakeholders use these ratios. Okay, so we'll start with first government. Government is also a stakeholder, and government looks after the profit, because higher the profits, better the taxes would be, and business which is performing well, earn good amount of profit, will naturally provide. Every government wants that the business should prosper, because ultimately business shares government's responsibility. Second point is owners. Owners and shareholders are also another stakeholder which are very important, and they have few questions. These questions are: how well the business is performing? Are they getting good return on their investment? They compare the profit of businesses with previous year or with the similar businesses or same competitors or in the same sector. So they use these data which are ratios, return on capital employed, current asset ratio, quick asset ratio. They compare with businesses of same sector to know whether they are doing good or whether they need to improve. Now next are the customers. Customers want to know the business will continue to supply them with goods and services in future or not. The reason is, naturally everybody would like to attach with that kind of business which is going to serve them for long. So people attract to those businesses which are very popular, which have like brands and all that. So that is another important of these ratio, because they directly impact a customer's mind. Then lenders. The lenders who have given us loan, who has provided us money, provided us finance, they also want to know these ratios, because they want their money back. And if loan is returned and repaid on time, so they will be eager to give you further loans. Otherwise your image will shatter. Then trade payables. The supplier want to know that business has sufficient funds or not, because they need their payment on time. Then potential investors. Investors are those who have already invested money in the business, whereas potential investors, they have to invest in the business, right? So they also want to know the profitability, return, because what happened, this previous trends are the biggest guidelines for future. If your previous earnings are better, your previous fundamentals are better, naturally. So that is the reason it is said that potential investors are also interested in looking to your ratios. Now shareholders are the another stakeholder which are interested in these ratios, these analysis. Why? Because they want to compare the dividend received by your firm, your business and the other business, and they want to know that suppose if I would have invested the same amount in some other business, how much would be my return? So that is the biggest question. So for that they compare these ratios and data of different organizations, different firms. Then employees would like to work or would like to settle permanently in those organizations which are earning regular profit. A loss-making organization will be a trouble in future, so employees may leave. A good employees may not like to spend the whole time here. The reason is there might be a problem. Then the last would be managers, those who work, those who have responsibility of take decisions. They want to check that whatever decision they have taken are good, or was it not in the firm's interest. So that is the another that is another stakeholder who are very much interested to know whether the business is earning well or not, because managers have a responsibility of partly running the business. So if they are doing something somewhere wrong, they will introspect and they will improve their business, improve their working. So that will help them in increasing the efficiency. So let us finish this topic, and I should say thank you. And this finishes our chapter number 23.